The New York Times is making a national spectacle out of North Carolina politics tonight. A scathing editorial called the, quote, decline of North Carolina takes aim at the Republican-led General Assembly. It was the most emailed and most read article on their website today. News 13's Emma Wright joins us with more. Now, Emma, this is firing up people on both sides of the aisle.
It is. The editorial doesn't hold back. Both Republicans and Democrats we spoke with say negative attention doesn't do the state any good. Slammed in the New York Times, the decline of North Carolina. Our state torched in a scathing review.
No one likes seeing their state portrayed that way.
9 harsh paragraphs criticize the Republican-led state government, calling it, quote, a demolition derby, tearing down years of progress.
The state gave the other party 140 years to get it right, and finally got to the point where if we didn't change leadership, we were going to be running into some really big problems.
I mean, it wasn't like they made up things in whole cloth. Those are true things that were happening.
Former state senator Charles Carter says the Times is spot on.
You kind of wonder, you know, with us being the 5th highest unemployment rate, having the 5th highest unemployment rate in the country, why aren't they focused on creating jobs for North Carolinians?
The editorial says recent legislation like the abortion bill, cuts to school funding, and an alarmingly high unemployment rate are cause for concern.
Nobody's perfect. Obviously, people are going to be upset. That's part of the process. That's the beauty of the state and the country that we live in.
Matthew Hoagland, chairman of the Buncombe County Young Republicans, calls the editorial bad reporting.
The biggest thing that I saw when I read it was the omission of the fact that this was all cooked up by Blueprint NC, the Democratic think tank.
But both sides say knowing the world is also reading it is embarrassing.
I think this will generate a lot of interest on the left side of the fence. I think there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be upset.
I think at the end of the day, North Carolina is still going to be the greatest place to live.
In response, Governor McCrory's office has issued a statement that says, quote, the New York Times editorial is riddled with errors, and maybe if they came to North Carolina, they would understand that Governor McCrory remains 100% focused on the economy, education, and government efficiency, as he has been for the first 6 months in office.